that's the topic for today. Stranded on a deserted island. 4 items to choose of, and my guest today is Cypheration.
Hello.
So, since you're the guest, you can start with what would you choose out of those items.
Well, I can only choose four things. Well, I would. Well, deserted island. Okay, let's just pretend it's something like Castaway style, I guess, from the movie. Like bigger island and not a little tiny island with only one palm tree on it. Nevertheless, I would take a tent. Tent is always nice, or more nice than building a shelter out of leaves and stuff you find because a tent is at least a tent. You can use it as a boat sail, maybe if you manage to flee. Or it's warm, cozy, useful, so a tent. Then I would go for, well, huh.
It isn't easy, isn't it?
No, it's really not easy because on the one hand, a knife could be very handy. On the other hand, a hunting rifle would also come in very handy. The question is just how many bullets would I have for the hunting rifle? Are there animals on the on the island?
Yeah, that's
Five ounces of weed are worth shit without matches, so you know, not that easy. But a tent is a good start, I guess. Maybe, yeah. Well, fuck. Okay, let's go through it. Fuck toilet paper. I don't clean my ass after I take shit. No. Fuck a compass. I'm on an island, right? So, oh
yeah.
yeah, volleyball. Wilson, definitely. Wilson. Um, then maybe I would, yeah, fishing rod since I'm really bad at moving quickly. So that's three items so I can talk to someone. I can sleep somewhere. I can. Hmm. Oh. Okay, let's take the matches so I can cook fish. So I guess I'm
Okay, those are
pretty
your
okay-ish.
four items. So we just assume like it's not only one box of matches. Like let's say it's like four or five, so that you actually have enough of it.
Okay.
Well, it's just a theoretical scenario. So um, I would not choose the tent. I would, of course, I agree with you on the fishing rod because that's really useful. It's not like the hunting rifle. It doesn't run out of ammo. Sure, it can break, but then it's your own fault and you're fucking stupid.
And you can at least try to repair it, which you can also do with a hunting rifle, but your chances of success are higher with a fishing rod, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So the fishing rod, I think, is essential. I agree with you on the matches because you kind of need fire to cook something, and to ward off animals maybe.
I actually thought about the saw or the first aid kit instead of the matches because you can always go try to make fire on your own, but with matches it's just
Yeah,
easier. And
but
if you keep it burning, then, well,
that's
need
the
one
question.
match basically.
I think you kind of need the matches. Uh, yeah, that's the thing. And I would go for the knife, just so you can cut some shit. And I mean, if you caught a fish, what are you gonna do without a knife? I mean, seriously, what are you going to do without a knife? You can't do shit.
Well, you can still, put it over the fire and try to rip it apart with your bare hands or a stone. You can
Okay,
try. I
that's
never
something.
did,
Okay,
but
you could try to make a knife out of stone, but that's fucking hard. So I would go with a knife. And
Yeah,
I,
but you need some social contacts too. What about Wilson?
yeah, but I can craft myself a doll out of fucking plants and shit, or just build a sand guy, whatever.
But he will never be like Wilson.
Yeah, but
Though if we think about it, the vitamins, I guess, those are pretty useful as well because let's just say on all of this island, all over the island there are just coconuts. Sooner or later your fucking teeth are gonna fall out of your mouth.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure about the last item, but I probably would go for the water purifier because it most of the islands are in fucking salt water, so what the fuck are you gonna drink?
Well, it's gonna rain sooner or later, and
Yeah,
I have a tent, so I can still use the tent as some kind of
yeah, but
pool if you put it like that. If I dig a hole with my volleyball and then I put the tent in it, just trying to make a little swimming pool kind of thing. Not a swimming pool, you know what I mean? A bowl where I can catch the rainwater. Then I at least have some water, and yeah.
that's the big question. Deserted island. So we need to settle on a specific scenario. Is it like yeah, fucking hell. Most islands are kind of tropical. So
Yeah, mostly.
it's really doubtful that you're like stranded somewhere on an island near the Nordic regions because why the fuck would you go there? So
Well, then you need entirely other things.
that's true. So okay, we agree on a tropical island. So
Okay.
and since it's a tropical island, I kind of doubt that it's gonna rain that often.
Yeah, but if we
Unless you're
think about, like I mentioned before, Castaway with Tom Hanks, he was on a tropical island and it rained all over the movie maybe 2 times, but it did.
yeah, but on which time span? So that's a big question. I'm struggling between the water purifier and the first aid kit.
But isn't it interesting to know if the water purifier runs on purification pills or something like that, or some kind of filter system? Because if
That's
if
interesting.
there's a filter in there and we okay, let's take the case that you don't take your urine to create clear water, you just take salt water, then sooner or later you won't have clear water no more because the filter is used up.
That's a valid point. Um, so okay, let's forget about the water purifier, but
Well, the first aid
the
kit,
the
yeah, but
first
then
aid
is the
kit
question,
could be
what
good.
kind of first aid kit is it?
Let's assume it's not a normal one. It's like a bigger one with a little bit more shit than the average one.
Because the
But
normal one I would imagine is the one you have to have for cars, which just consists of the most
yeah,
basic
like the
things you
the
need to stop
base.
bleedings and stuff.
Yeah.
And that something like that is not it's not totally useless,
So
but
okay.
there's better stuff for a deserted island.
So
If we think about a first aid kit out of a ambulance, then hell yeah, why not?
that's a big question. So I was thinking about if I neglect the water purifier because at some point the filter is gonna die. Uh, I would
Wh-
rather switch it out. Depends on if they're like dangerous animals. I would, yeah, maybe go for the flare gun because it can scare them off and could help in rescuing and shit. If not, I would probably go for the pot because with that you can purify water for fucking ever because you just like condense the water and let it go somewhere else and catch it there.
Yeah, but how do you catch it when you cook it? Because
Yeah, you
you
can
know,
just
you
you
put
can use
salt water in the
palm.
pot, and then you
Yeah,
do fire under the pot, and then the water starts boiling, and you know, the water just floats in the air and just flies away.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah,
all that you have
yeah,
left in your pot is salt.
yeah, sure, but you can use like fucking giant leaves from fucking palm trees and build it like over there, like yeah, like some
Yeah,
kind
and
of ceiling
where do
and
you catch up the water
in a
that
leaf
is
bowl. I don't know.
a leaf ball, the vaporized water? You try to yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I mean you gotta do something.
Well, but we agree that things like hiking boots and an iPod or an insect repellent are totally stupid and not necessary.
Yeah, it's like
Because I actually doubt that you get the iPod to work on the island. Because if situation is like not that somebody gets you there with a boat and you have to swim there, it's broken before you reach land.
I mean, we're just gonna assume everything's gonna work like it would work. So
Okay, but
the
but
iPod
even
would
then
work
the
normal,
iPod
but that's
is
fucking bullshit. You can
without headphones, I can't even use it.
yeah, but we assume that you have headphones with the iPod.
But even then, after a few hours, it's empty. What the fuck?
yeah, so if I want to have music, I just grab some fucking coconuts and make bongos out of it. So
Same thing is with a compass. I don't need a compass. If I'm on a deserted island and I'm planning on staying there for a little longer, I look at the sun where the sun rises and where the sun goes down, and I know where north is and south is and east and west. I don't need a compass.
yeah, so the compass is completely obsolete, and yeah, a mirror could be used
Well,
technically.
you could actually make fire out of it if you skip
Yeah,
the matches, but the thing is, what do you do with the mirror on the... Well, you could actually try to skip the knife too. You just break the mirror, you basically have a knife and matches in one, but I guess with the normal knife you can actually cut more solid stuff, like maybe small branches or something, which you could not with a mirror.
that's the thought behind it, behind a knife. So
With a shard, because with a shard, if you try to cut branches with a shard, you basically cut your hand.
yeah, that's the big thing. So we both agree that the fishing rod is more or less essential, and the
Yes.
matches are more or less essential. So
Well, I have not been in the Boy Scouts because I guess somebody who has the knowledge can actually make fire without matches, but I can't.
yeah, that's the thing. We're fucking stupid. We could not survive. But with those items, it kind of would be interesting if you have them. So let's assume. Okay, we first need to agree on 4 items we both would pick. So we have the fishing rod and the matches.
Yeah.
So we need.
Okay,
You
I
want
can
to,
skip Wilson, so we forget about the volleyball.
okay, so you kind of want to have the tent.
Yeah, because as said, the tent is more comfortable than something I have to build myself because I have been camping, even though I haven't been in the Boy Scouts, so I know how to build up a tent. And a tent is, as I said, it maybe can be used to catch the water, as you said, because if we start again with my little bowl idea and you place the pot with the salt water in the middle of it, the vaporized water will go on the ceiling of the tent and then will slowly uh what's the English word for it? Condense, I guess.
Devaporize? I don't
No,
know.
it's actually condense, lol. The water will condense and come down to this little bowl that I dug up, you know? So the normal water will gather up below the pot, maybe, if we're lucky. But what I wanted to say is the tent is more useful than just to sleep.
Yeah, the
That's
thing
why I
is, but
say the tent is,
okay. The thing is, you can do the same thing to clean water with like leaves. So you would not need the tent just to condense water and purify it. The tent for sleeping, it's good, it's useful, but you can
It's
actually
warm.
build a shelter.
It's cozy.
Yeah, but you're on a fucking tropical island. It's like it's gonna be fucking cold at night.
Yeah, maybe when it rains. How do you know? If it's raining, there's most likely gonna be some wind too. Let's just pretend we do not find, you know, uh, uh, a cave in which we can hide in. So we're gonna sleep out in a self-built shelter in a stormy, rainy night. Yeah,
Yeah, but
nice.
you gotta think practical. So
Well, if I'm sick the day after the rain, then I can't do shit anymore. If tent can prevent that, then tent
yeah,
for
okay.
president.
The thing is, we kind of need the knife, but the pot will be fucking
Yeah.
useful too. So we have the
Well,
fishing
but
rod and the
you could
matches.
actually, you know how those Indian cultures, not the North American Indians, but there are some Indian cultures that are basically using holes in the ground as pots. They basically put hot coal into it, and then they put leaves above it, and above those leaves they put their food, and then they put leaves above it, so it's like uh, wait a second.
Yeah, but the thing is, do you do you fucking know how to do that without consulting the internet?
No, I don't know the word. Yes, I would guess I would try at least.
Yeah,
Because
but
you just
it
need a
could it could
hole,
fail.
that you put those hot coal in there, or the hot wood after it burnt up, it turns to coal, carbon to coal, charcoal maybe. And then you put some leaves above it, and then you put your food there, and then you put like another bag of leaves, then you wait, and then it's good. What else would you do with a pot? Cook in soup?
Yeah, you could make soup. I mean, yeah, sure, you can live on fucking fish forever, but I don't know.
Who would want that? Salty fish soup day by day.
Yeah, that's true, but you kind of need to purify the water. How would you do that
I'm
without
just
a
thinking
vessel
that the
for the
water
water?
purifier is used up
Yeah,
one day.
that's why I'm saying the fucking pot.
Uh, well, we need a fishing rod, we need matches. And you
Okay,
say we need a pot. Okay,
so
then we need a pot. Okay,
wait a
then we
second.
can actually cook fish and cook crabs and maybe cook some coconuts if they're actually
Yeah,
edible when they're cooked.
that's the thing. I was thinking of exchanging the knife with the handsaw because I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing with a knife to fishes because I don't know how to say that in English to just you basically exhume them, get rid of the intestines and shit. Pretty sure you can do this can do that with a handsaw. But if
Well, depending on the size of the handsaw, because if the handsaw is like shaped like a normal handsaw, then the fish would be tiny compared to the saw, so it would be rather hard to make that. What I thought about is if there are any kind of wild animals that could pose a threat to you, are you gonna stab them with a handsaw?
yeah, but
A handsaw
yeah,
is not
yeah,
there for stabbing.
I know, but I kind of thought of with a handsaw we could actually take our time a little bit and like get rid of some bigger trees to actually make a proper shelter from fucking wood trunks and maybe make a rafter or something like that.
But actually, it would not be too hard to create something like a stone hatchet. If we
Yeah, that
find something to put those two pieces together, the wood and the stone, like a rope, but we wouldn't take the rope because the rope is pretty useless. But actually finding a
Yeah,
stone that has the
that's
shape that it can be used as a hatchet, I think is more easier than finding stone small enough that can be used as a knife.
that's fucking true. So we're gonna take the fishing rod, the matches, the pot, and the knife.
Okay, no tent.
No,
Okay,
yeah, fuck the tent. We could build a shelter. So
I built my own shelter with blackjack and hookers.
tropical blackjack. So the thing is, you kind of want to have probably you kind of want to have a shelter that's near the ocean, but not too near in case of like a storm.
If we only had a tent, right?
Yeah, but if there's a fucking storm, I'm not sure if the tent could survive that.
Well, maybe not. But at least you wouldn't get too wet while you die.
Oh, I don't want to get wet when I die.
I mean,
That would
it's
be so
something.
horrible. I could get
It's
fever before I die. Oh no.
it's
That's
something.
fucking bullshit, dude. That's fucking bullshit. Fuck the tent, man. Okay.
Well, if I build a shelter and the storm knocks over a tree and the tree lands on my head, then I die in the shelter. So well,
Yeah,
same
but
situation. Nothing has changed.
you so that's fucking stupid because I'm sure there's like at least some rocks that are bigger than you or like kind of the same height of you or at least like some earth walls or whatever the shit. So you can actually dig a fucking hole in the ground and put the log into it so that it's like oh fucking hell.
Well, I would have rather said that if we build a shelter out of trees, then there is most likely no tree around to crash on my head. But hey.
Yeah, okay. That's probably true.
Not to mention that if the storm is too strong and actually rips the shelter apart. But hey, okay. So, what do you wanted to say? We have where we want to build our shelter. Well, I would actually go somewhat in mid distance between the forest or land side and the ocean side. Because on the one hand, if I'm alone there and I choose to take a day off and just chill, then I want to have the beach right before my house. And on the other hand, if I decide to go for hunt or fishing or whatever, then I can either go on the land side or on the ocean side, and I don't have to walk too long, which means I will not get tired. I will not get too hungry or too thirsty doing so. So I guess maybe try finding a nice and nice place with a few shadows. You know, is it shady? Yes, it's shady actually. A shady place for our shelter where I don't get sunburned.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult. I mean, okay, finding a place for a proper shelter wouldn't be that hard. So, yeah, fishing can be tough at
Well,
first, probably.
what are we gonna use as baits when we fish?
Fucking coconuts.
Yeah, I heard that there are some fish actually loving coconuts. Haha, nope.
I'm pretty sure you can use that.
But there are actually no baits on this list, so and if we're on a deserted island, I guess looking for worms is pretty stupid because you won't find any, because if there's sand everywhere, there aren't anywhere. Oh.
I'm just. Are you fucking kidding me? It is actually. Big carb method, mix sweet coconut. So apparently you can actually
What?
you can actually use fucking coconuts to get some fish apparently somehow.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, there's coconut fish pellets, so apparently fish like coconuts. So we can really use coconuts.
I haven't said anything. We use coconuts as baits. It's okay. Use
So-
fish.
okay,
We use coconuts to fish. Okay.
we solved that problem. How to get fish. The big question
Yeah.
is, how do we get back to civilization?
Well, we can make fire. So we should just, if we're, if we have the possibility to cut down trees or tree-like bushes, and we have the ability to make fire, then why not make a fire that is so huge that basically everyone will see it?
You mean like in Pirates of the Caribbean? But
Kinda like,
the
yeah.
the point is, if we make the huge fire, then we're gonna burn a lot of our resources. And if no one
Well,
sees the fire, we're pretty much screwed. I mean, sure, with a moderate size of the island, we have a few tries to actually do the fire, but at some point we would run out of tries, and then we're basically fucked.
well, but what else would you do with a knife, a fishing rod, matches, and a pot? Sure, you can use the
Okay,
pot as a drum and the knife as a stick and start drumming like a madman, hoping that somebody will ever be close enough to hear it, but I guess that is not working.
so okay, my idea would be, since we're probably able to make a fucking hatchet and cut down some trees, we could make a rafter somehow, and then we just gotta stock up on food.
Well, but
The question is how would we store water for the
in the
travel?
in the pot.
The question is how big is the pot?
And where do you store the fish if not in the pot?
Yeah, but you can make a fucking bag out of leaves for
Well, or you take coconuts with you. They have coconut milk, so you won't die from thirst.
That's fucking genius.
The problem is
Coconuts.
they are not too lightweight, you know. If you take too many coconuts with you, the raft has to be bigger.
Yeah, we just make a fucking huge rafter. Doesn't fucking matter anyway.
We can build it out of coconuts. I think coconuts swim, don't they? Because yeah, they should actually.
So if we actually tie together, let's say 1,000 coconuts or like 5,000 coconuts, we can actually swim on the coconuts and drink out of them, and it doesn't matter because we still have a rafter, even if the
Uh,
coconuts are empty.
You know, I'm thinking about some kind of spare or lance, and on this lance there are like, depending on how big it is, up to 10 coconuts, and then we tie them together, lance by lance, and make a coconut raft.
That would, I'm pretty sure that will fucking work.
The problem is if you take too long, you drink your raft, and then you're just gonna die because your raft is going to sink because you drank all of the coconuts or ate them.
Maybe not. Maybe not. If you don't just crush the fucking coconut. If you can actually manage to like drill a hole with the knife in it, and then like something like a straw made out of leaves, you, you can suck out the coconut water and still have a functioning rafter. Pretty sure that's doable.
Yeah, if there is no storm, and how do we know in which direction we have to go? And I'm not talking about, oh, we need a compass. I'm talking about how the fuck do we know where we have to go? I mean, we built a raft out of coconuts and we tried it and it worked and now we're ready to go and we have enough coconuts and maybe some cooked fish and we take all with us. And
Uh,
where do we go now?
so, since we already know where every fucking direction is, I would suggest we are going like northwest-ish. Because if we go north, chances are slim that we actually end up anywhere. Same with south. Because, yeah, if you're on a fucking island, the chances are you could be like somewhere in the middle of the ocean with no continent above or below. But
Yeah,
if we
pretty
go
much.
northwest or northeast, chances are really high that we actually encounter an island or a continent.
Another deserted
Another
island
deserted
where we
island.
can live on with our fishing rod, knife, the remaining matches, and our pot. Not to forget our new item, the coconut raft.
Yeah. Okay. So if we land on a deserted island, another one, we can stock up our supplies, GG, and then we go on northwest or northeast again.
But
Eventually
what if
we
the
will.
second island has no coconuts and bananas instead?
And then we take fucking bananas. It
But
doesn't
you
matter.
you cannot stock up your raft on bananas,
Yeah, but
and
you
you
don't.
cannot drink them.
You don't stock up on banana raft, but if you eat enough fucking bananas, you have enough hydration for today. I think.
Yeah, and your poop will not come out that easily if you eat too many bananas.
To be honest, I wouldn't give a shit if I could
that-
actually see some land and civilization again.
That congestion actually would maybe, no, pretty much be very, very painful. And I mean, maybe there's a chance that your guts will burst because of all the shit that cannot come out because of all the bananas. Wait, somebody, uh, what was it? I think somebody said that coconuts are a natural laxative. So if you have coconuts and bananas, you should have.
You're pretty safe.
You're pretty safe. Yeah. Oh, I need to shit. Oh, it doesn't work.
Coconuts. So, okay. Well, if we actually go northeast or northwest, we probably find civilization at some point.
Or slavers. Or cannibals.
Yeah, but if you find cannibals, you find civilization.
Yeah, but it won't help you.
Yeah, but
Because
you have
if we are on a deserted island somewhere in the middle of nowhere, then it's actually. There is basically a chance that on the next island there is some indige uh, society and they eat themselves from
Yeah,
time to
but
time.
you have coconuts. You just throw them at them and they die. Probably.
Yeah, probably. Well, we still have a knife.
Yeah, we have a knife. If we can tie it to a stick, we have a lance, and we can stab them from the distance.
What if they have arrows?
Well, we could make bow and arrows too, somehow.
But we didn't so far. All we did was building a raft out of coconuts.
Well, we were smart enough to actually think of a coconut rafter, but not smart enough to think of, hey, maybe let's make a lance or a bow.
I mean, why? I have my coconut raft. Floating life insurance.
Yeah, but we secured our life on the island, and we can go somewhere.
Yay!
We have to find civilization. Let's not talk about cannibals. but but the general thought of going from your original destination, the island, to go northeast or
Yeah,
northwest.
I know what you mean because sooner or later you're gonna hit something because you're cornering. You try to go, yeah, you know what I mean. Go in a 45-degree angle away from the point that you are. So, like as you said, if you're in the middle of the ocean and you go up and down or left and right, could easily happen that you don't hit anything. And yeah, I agree. Thing is just if you're not careful, then maybe you get off course, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, or you could get attacked by fucking sharks or giant squids and
Pirates.
shit. Yeah, we're not in Somalia.
How would you know?
If we were in Somalia, they could fucking help us.
They wouldn't. They would rather take the coconut raft and sell it.
Yeah, because coconuts are so fucking rare in Somalia.
How would you know?
I don't know, I'm just assuming. Somalia is far down south, okay, so it's kind of tropical. I'm sure they have fucking coconut palm trees.
Well, actually, I guess so too.
Well, that kinda.
Yeah, that's basically it. So
Yeah,
we
that
managed
kinda.
to survive. We managed to get food. Managed to get away. So yeah.
That's about for this episode of Surprise Attack Podcast. What we learned today is
You can
coconuts.
actually use
Co-
coconuts as a bait for fish.
Coconuts are a universal multi-tool. You can build a rafter, you can survive with it, they're laxatives.
You can drink the water that's in them.
You can bait fucking fish, you can throw it at animals and kill them with it. So,
That's the best thing we learned today.
coconuts are fucking awesome. And the next thing
All hail
is
coconut.
the next thing we learned today is don't be fucking stupid like us and make yourself some bows and arrows
Yeah. Or
Ju-
lance.
just for some safety
Or
measures.
some weapons in some way. Because, well, maybe you encounter cannibals.
Yeah, so that's it for the first episode.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I will see what the next topic is and when I will do the next topic and with who. I'm pretty sure Cypher will be here with us again to talk about random shit.
Random shit is awesome.
And yeah, thanks for listening. And if you like it, give me a follow and thumbs up and whatever that YouTube shit. I don't give a shit anymore. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
you can also check out my channel. It's also Cypheration. I'm doing some little advertising, but there's not much traffic on there. The latest thing is a GTA 5 Let's Play. If you're into some Let's Plays, then check it out. Maybe you'll find something in the few videos that are there that you like.
Good.
Had to say it.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. You're my guest too. You're allowed to do that. So that's it for the episode. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.